and welcome to the first episode of PCHtv. I'm Matthew Greenbaum.
And I'm Brendan Hines. More than a month into the way of the school year, activities are off to a full swing, including fall sports. Here's Nathan Colker with an update.
In the opening weeks of the fall sports season, players from the tennis, boys cross country, and golf teams have already started to stand out. After qualifying for districts, sectionals, and state during both her freshman and sophomore seasons, junior Elizabeth Leith is convinced that practice is the secret to returning for a third straight year.
I practice every day. I do some breathing drills to help calm me down, and just a lot of focusing, concentrating, not getting too frustrated with yourself, dedication to the sport, and working until you reach your goal.
Leith credits head coach Todd Pannett for helping her improve from year to year and even day by day.
He helps me work on the things that need to be done. He'll tell me if something's not looking right, and that motivates me to want to get it better. But definitely, if you reach your goal, he definitely is excited for you. He wants you to succeed. But he definitely helps out with noticing some things that are going wrong, and then that's my place where I step in and change those things and correct them to make sure I can do better in the future.
While most of the golfers are just beginning to learn the game, Leith cannot recall when she first picked up a club. She uses her lifelong experience to help her teammates succeed.
I come out here and I try and help the girls, and I want them to be better, so if anything I can do can help them, I definitely would do it for them.
During practice, Pannett will point out certain aspects of Leith's swing to help guide the beginning players.
She has such a nice, smooth golf swing, and I wanted the other girls just to see in person, that the head's staying still, the hips rotating and everything else. And I just want them to see that because she does a really good job with that.
Pannett continues to motivate Leith, raising the expectations each year.
We want to be inside the top 10 this year. And I tell her it's just a process. Every year she's just got to continue to get better. And she has. I mean, she's a dedicated young lady. She hits golf balls, at least 6 days a week, if not 7 days a week, every week. And that's what it takes.
Leith is determined to meet the expectations that she sets for herself.
Junior and senior year, I can hopefully maybe win state one of these 2 years. You never know what's happening.
Boys cross country is off with a bang. They recently participated in the Parkway Quad at Living Word Church, hosted by Parkway West.
I won, so I guess I did better in that sense, but other than that, I did decent.
Colson placed first in the Parkway Quad, despite over 90-degree weather.
It was alright. It was hot. The footing was terrible.
Sophomore teammate Alex Lanston agrees.
No, it was really dry. Not great footing on the course because the grass was so dry.
With these challenges, some wonder why even run cross country.
I'm really good at it, and it's the only sport I'm actually really good at.
Some run for different reasons.
I get to wear short shorts.
4 meets in, the team has a positive outlook on the season.
We're a pretty good team this year, and we just need more fans.
The team placed 3rd overall at the Parkway Quad, followed by 24th at Forest Park.
The women's tennis team is an incredibly hard-working group of ladies who practice nearly every day after school. It is a team of diverse students who each have their own reason for playing tennis and each find something uniquely special out of it.
I began playing tennis when I was about 3. My family is a tennis family, my brother, my sister, my grandpa even plays, and I play in an academy called Miller Tennis Academy, and I play 5 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week with pros, professionals, and then I also play with friends.
This group isn't just for the more hardcore tennis players, though. Many team members enjoy this sport as a relaxing and fun activity.
I play tennis with Miss Leanna Wu. We are Wushu. She's super fun and awesome, and she has so much energy, and she hits all the awesome balls, and I'm just in awe by her awesomeness, basically. Everyone is really, really interesting, and they're so into it, and a lot of us, especially JV kids, are into it for the social aspect, for the exercise. It's a really great way to spend your afternoon.
Everyone in this group gets something they need from it.
It's a good way to get out your anger and frustration, and it's fun just playing with other people.
And as I'm sure you can tell, these girls have a lot of anger to get out.
We love tennis, yes we do! We love tennis, how about you?
Next episode, sports will feature softball, girls cross country, and swimming.
Even though summer seems long ago, students are still reminiscing about fun summer memories.
It's time for another segment of Man on the Street.
I made multiple children cry, so that was stupid.
I ran over a curb and popped my tire.
The stupidest thing I did over the summer was I fell in a sinkhole playing golf.
I shaved my eyebrows. I dyed my hair purple.
I accidentally made a hole into my bathroom wall.
We went to Chick-fil-A dressed as cows for Cow Appreciation Day.
When I was golfing, I threw my golf club. Well, I was playing basketball with my friends, and I went up for a shot, and I fell backwards, and I broke my phone. It was like, I went up and I was like, ah!
I remember my summer.
When summer came to a close, students returned to Central to find a new group of faces on the teaching staff.
PCHtv has landed some exclusive interviews with these new teachers.
More than a dozen new teachers in the building this year, it can be very hard to get to know them. A few of them, however, have shared some insights into their lives in and out of school.
Meredith Jake Scowen.
I'm Scott Swanger.
Jonathan Gunnasingham. I teach general chemistry for 11th graders and forces in motion and matter and change for the freshmen.
Teach the freshman science, so right now it's chemistry, matter and change, and then honors anatomy and physiology.
Geometry A and Algebra 2 right now. And then I co-sponsor the robotic.
A lot of people think teachers don't have lives outside of school, but they're wrong. Let's find out what these three teachers do for fun during their free time.
I'm really active musically, so I play guitar, I sing, I cook a lot. I really like to cook. I told all my classes I spent a month in Toronto after I graduated when I was looking for a job working on a barbecue food truck. And that was awesome. Also, I'm a big nerd, so I like games. I like playing video games, computer games, that kind of stuff.
Now, Mr. Gunnasingham isn't the only one who likes video games.
I'm a nerd, so I play a little bit of video games here and there. Like to watch, believe it or not, professional video game players. I've always been a huge baseball fan. So.
Some teachers choose to spend their time doing other activities.
I learned how to knit last summer, and I've been meaning to get back into that. But my husband and I got 2 new puppies at the beginning of the summer, so they've kind of been my hobbies. I don't really have time for much else.
Equally interesting is how they became teachers.
I finished my teaching program this past June. I'm originally from St. Louis. I graduated from Parkway South High School, so I was applying within Parkway.
Practiced law in St. Louis for about a year, and then decided that I wanted to be teaching.
I've been teaching for 4 years at Fern Ridge High School. I was the only science teacher, so I didn't have any other science teachers to talk to. Mainly for just having the resources and the people support.
Stay tuned for more insight on the new PCH teachers.
At Central, there are plenty of school-sponsored sports.
But for some kids, the sport they want to play isn't school-sponsored.
The ultimate frisbee team is one of the few club sports at Central.
These athletes meet on the turf to practice this lesser-known activity.
For more, we go to Ryan Arthur.
One of the lesser-known organizations in the school, the Parkway Central Ultimate Frisbee Team, explains the ins and outs of the game.
Put your thumb on top, fingers on bottom. Step sideways, and push the wrist. That's pretty much it. And what you do for the flick is you take 2 fingers and you put them alongside parallel to the bottom of the disc, and then you bring your thumb around and grasp it on the top. And for this movement, it's almost all in the wrist, and so that's the flick. So, like that.
There's more to playing Ultimate than just throwing a frisbee, though. People have specific positions in a game. One of these positions is handler.
I'm a handler, which means I'm usually, running with the disc and, staying close to it.
In addition to handler, there is also wing defense.
Wing defense is we cover the sideline, usually mark one person, make sure that they don't hit the disc.
Besides handler and wing defense, there is also the deep threat and the cutter.
A deep threat, you're in the end zone, going for the long toss. The cutters, they're the ones that are in the middle, and they're cutting to get to an open spot to move the frisbee down the field.
There are many reasons one might want to join the Ultimate Frisbee team.
A lot of fun. You make friends on the team if you don't know them already. It's just a really good experience. I mean, it's a pretty fun sport. It's a lot of it's student-led. Practices are usually just fun games. There are some drills, but I mean, all they do is just make you better.
The Ultimate Frisbee team practices on Mondays and Thursdays from around 6:30 until dark.
Well, that sure looks like fun.
I myself might go out and practice.
No, you won't.
You're right.
You know who wouldn't have time to practice Ultimate Frisbee?
Charlie Sheen.
Nope, Michael Remble.
Very true. This sophomore is already involved in everything.
From sports to school to music, Remble juggles it all.
Sophomore Michael Remble spends on average 13 hours a day at school with playing soccer, football, and participating in marching band. He also takes AP World History and honors biology.
On a normal day, I get to school at around 6:15 for band, and then I'm at band from 6:15 until school. And then after school, I have soccer from about 3 to 6. And then after soccer, I go down to the turf and kick on my own from 6 to 7. And then get home about 7:30, do my homework until 10 or 11, eat dinner, and then go to bed.
While other students may find that overwhelming, Remble likes to have something to do at all times.
I'd rather be doing something than sitting at home.
Between playing 2 fall sports and being in the marching band, Remble finds a way to manage his time.
I manage my time by not really resting. As soon as I get home, 6:30 or 7 from soccer and football, I start on my homework. There's not a whole lot of free time.
Remble gets inspiration for his busy schedule from his older siblings.
My brother, who's a sophomore in college this year, he did a lot of things. My sister, who's a senior now, she does a lot, so it really runs in the family.
I think it's really cool. Like, he's only a sophomore and he's like on 2 varsity teams, and he's like having a lot of fun. He's in the band. He's like making a lot of new friends, and like a bunch of my friends are becoming his friends, which I think is fun.
Despite the benefits of being involved, Remble still finds managing his time difficult.
It gets pretty hard a lot of times. Like some days after a hard soccer practice that ends at 6, I have to go down to the turf and kick for an hour just by myself on my own. So, getting home at 7:38, it's pretty tough.
That's all for this episode of PCHtv.
I'm Brendan Hines.
And I'm Matthew Stephen Greenbaum.
Have a good one.
But only one.